Hey peeps! It's your one and only Dr. Lovecat. So imagine this. Here I am a few days ago scrolling around some adult sites, Team Fortress 2 Steam discussions like never before, and I found a legit golden pen giveaway. Holy shit! I'm joking. Sit back down. Although I did find an interesting discussion that I would like to talk to you guys about today. So a person in the discussion asked, want to have a good time? Call me at... never mind, that's the wrong discussion, but enough with the jokes. A dude simply asked, what class would you like to see removed? And like you'd think, people threatened to hack him, bang his mom, and of course, there were a few that felt sympathy and offered him sexual favors.
Dr. Lovecat, that's enough.
Most people replied with either telling him to shut up or said that no classes should be removed, which is what I would agree with, but then some people started bashing on one class. Sniper. Seriously? It's quote time. Sniper disrupts the flow of the game. None, but if I was forced to remove one, it would be Sniper. Something about the ability to insta-kill from any range makes me annoyed. I love all classes, no main, but if I had to choose, it would be Sniper. At least sniper rifles, nothing against huntsmen. That's because the class Sniper is unoriginal in my opinion. Every single first-person shooter has snipers, but none has pyros, demomen, scouts, spies, and the other classes. That's why TF2 is my favorite game, cause it's one of my few original games that ever existed. I guess they're right. I'm just gonna have to stop playing Sniper. Psych! 1v1 me, weak golf, bitch! Well, I guess this is quite an interesting topic, and like I stated, I believe no class should be removed, or else the whole game would change. You wouldn't believe by how much. And just so we get a grip on this, let's pull up a few basic pros and cons of the situation if a class was to be removed. So most people said if a class was to be removed, they would get rid of the sniper, and I guess some obvious pros I would point out right away would be the amount of damage a sniper can do from such a long distance compared to other classes like Scout, who mainly uses a scattergun. If the opposing team has an amazing sniper, then even a good medic heavy pair should be afraid of poking their head out of spawn. All the hard work of building up an Uber charge can be gone in a click of a button, leading to rage quit and possible, self-harm? Every day, many new players join the game, thinking they'll be the best sniper ever in the first hour of gameplay. Wrong. Too many people choose to play a sniper at a time, leading to an overpopulation of snipers on servers, a prime example being 2-4. Like I said before, literally a separate game is formed when snipers start dueling each other across the battlements, not focusing on other players and the game mode. I hope I'm not the only one that has seen a surprising increase of gibbous snipers in the past few months. And last but not least, let's not forget the annoying snipers that wear the Darwin's danger shields and have 3 pocket medics using the vaccinator to heal him all at the same time, making him practically invincible. If this has ever given you temper, then don't worry, you're not the only one. But now, enough of the pros, let's go to the cons and let's see why this class should not be removed from the game. Let's start off simple. It's impossible to remove a class from the game. Valve would never do such a thing. Think of how many players main Sniper, including me. People will get ticked off, give Valve threats, and in the end, quit the game. Many players come on to play with only one class, so if their class was to be taken out, Team Fortress 2 would lose many players. Speaking of players, our second con would be the amount of money Valve would lose from such a thing. Better question, where would all my sniper items worth over 500 American dollars go? This whole process would be too complicated, and if Valve were to do anything major to the game, it would be adding a class instead. I know. It's so deep that I found oil. Now let's be simple for our third con. Let's mention that each class has its nemesis. Sniper's main nemesis would most likely be the spy, and as soon as the sniper class gets taken out, the spies would have less things to do, and they would pick more on other classes instead. This would disturb the gameplay, and the role of each class would change significantly, changing your Team Fortress 2 experience most likely for the worse. Now I know these are only a few pros and cons, but I can tell you that I struggled getting a third point to why the class should be removed, while gathering points to why the class should remain in the game was much more simple, and I'm sure I could have listed 20 other points to why the class should stay. Now, if I had no choice but to choose a class to be removed, and don't get offended if you main that class, it would be the medic. The medic helps a lot by keeping the team alive, but apart from that, there's nothing really special about him. A medic has a low damage output. Uber chargers are great, but by the time you fully charge it, you'll most likely be dead, especially if you're new to the game and still learning the basics. And many of the weapons for the medic are not so great either, like the Uber saw for example. By the time you get enough kills with it to fully charge your Uber, Godly Pen will 420 no-scope you from the red battlements of 2-4. So I'm not saying this class is useless, but it stands out from the other classes in a negative manner in this case. But like I said, it's better off if no classes get removed at all. But I not only made this video to show my perspective of the situation, but to hear you out as well. So be sure to leave a comment on what class you would like removed if you were forced to take one out. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, then don't be afraid to check out my other videos as well. Also, don't forget to leave a like, and if this video hits 300 likes, I will 1v1 Godly Pan in Wii Golf. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye peeps, have a nice day.